Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm sharing with you all a recipe for veggie fish, and this recipe was shared with me from my Auntie Merlin. So Auntie Merlin, thank you so much for sharing this amazing recipe with us. So guys, when I tested and tasted this, I have to say even my husband said, wow, it really tastes like fish. So let's just jump straight into the recipe because I know you all are going to love this one. So guys, for this you're going to need some young chatigne or bread nut. In Guyana, this is called katahar. We're not going to be using jackfruit, guys. That's a totally different item compared to chatigne. So we're going to cut the chatigne in half. Preferably young chatigne is what you need because you'll leave the seeds in there. But if you get really full chatigne like I did, you'll need to take those seeds out. And then we're going to cut these into strips or wedges. So once you cut them into the strips or the wedges, the next step will be to take the core out, take those hard seeds out and peel back on that skin. If, as I said, if it is that the seeds are young, you can leave them. It will not have that hard skin on the outside that would be hard to cook. So this is what it would look like. This one didn't have a core, but this next one does have a core. So you want to make sure and cut out that core really well. And don't go too deep, but at least you want to keep the pieces intact. So you want to have like a strip of chatigne. So next, give your chatigne a good wash. And once it has been washed out properly, we're going to go ahead and season with salt. So go light on the salt. You don't want to add too much. We're going to be adding some more seasonings after. I'm going in with some green seasoning. I went ahead and I mixed that in, and then I'm adding in some citrus blend seasoning. Now this seasoning really sealed the deal for me. It was the perfect seasoning for this recipe. So go ahead and give that a good mix. If you wanted to use your hands, you can. You want this to marinate for at least half an hour before you actually move on to the next step. After marinating, you want to place it in an even layer in a big pot. Now you're going to place this onto your stove on a low heat. And we're going to add in a little bit of water. What we're going to be doing is steaming these. You need to steam it before you fry it. Steaming it helps lock in all of those delicious seasonings. It's going to let all of those flavors get into there. So cover it and allow it to steam for 15 minutes. And after that 15 minutes, go ahead and give the pieces a flip. This is just to ensure that it cooks or steams evenly. And once you've flipped over all of the pieces, you're going to go ahead and cover it and allow it to steam for another 15 minutes. So 30 minutes in total. When it's done, you just allow that liquid in there to dry out, and then you can set this aside. You want to double check it. Just make sure that all of the pieces are nice and tender, and you'll see how it's intact. It did not fall apart. That's why when you're peeling it, you want to be very careful. If you wanted to do this like a nugget form, of course you can. You'll just have to cut the pieces a little smaller. So while we let this rest and cool down, let's prepare the coating that we're going to dip it in. So in my bowl, I have split pea powder or split pea flour. I'm seasoning with salt, some green seasoning, and cornstarch. If you guys cannot find split pea powder, you can soak split pea and blend it into a paste and use it for this recipe. Give that a mix. And I forgot to add in some turmeric, so I'm going to add in some turmeric now. It's going to give it a really beautiful yellow color. And mix that in. And you want to add enough liquid to create pancake like batter consistency. So mix it really well and make sure no lumps form. And once you have this pancake like batter consistency, don't add any more liquid. Different brands of flour call for different amounts, so just mix it until you get that consistency. Take your pieces of chatigne and dip it, coat it really well and shake off any excess. And then this goes into your oil on a medium heat, and you're going to fry it for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's golden brown in color. Don't overcrowd the pan, because if you do, it will not have a crisp exterior. You'll notice I didn't put any baking powder into my batter. You don't need baking powder. That cornstarch is going to give you that really crisp exterior. So once they're done and they're nice and golden, you can go ahead and take them out and drain them on your paper towel and repeat until you've fried up all of your pieces. Now to serve this, I'm using my favorite pepper sauce, which is this vintage West Indian pepper sauce. It's really amazing. It's even great on pastels, to be honest. So if you've never tried this pepper sauce, I hope you do, and let me know what you think. So I have to say that I really enjoyed this recipe. It's perfect for this Diwali season or whenever you're fasting. Put it in a bread, put it in a hot spread, and eat it like how you would eat fish, or just serve it as cutters. I hope you guys enjoyed Auntie Merlin's recipe. Comment and let her know down below what you think. She does read my comments. So thank you all so much for joining me today in the kitchen. I hope Auntie Merlin shares some more recipes with us. Thank you all. Please remember to stay safe. Pick up your pepper sauce in your local supermarket. And I hope you all have an amazing one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.